lovelies, how's it going? Is it too early for this? I am obsessed with pumpkins. I physically cannot walk past an autumn aisle in a shop. I was actually given an actual pumpkin plant last year, and something that I wasn't expecting is that the flowers are like something off Jumanji. They are honestly like as big as your head. Anyway, enough about pumpkins, for now at least. Let's get to the art stuff. This week I dusted off the AirDryClay and created, ta-da, 10 British wildlife character keychains. And the plan is that I'm actually going to hide these at one of Staffordshire Wildlife Trust's beautiful locations, Brankley Pastures, this afternoon. So if you're in the area, you can go and find them. So as you can see, I've already sculpted, painted and glazed these. All I've got left to do now is attach their keychains. But before we get to that, let's rewind and see exactly how these little critters came to life. For this project, I used Fimo AirDryClay, a pack of keychains which came with some handy hooks, so I won't need to make those this time, a few trusty sculpting tools, Mod Podge for sealing, acrylic paints and paintbrushes. As always, I'll link everything I used today in the description. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have gone with polymer clay. We were in the middle of a heat wave and the AirDryClay was actually drying faster than I could work. So I kept the designs super simple. First up, a mouse. Starting with a sort of teardrop shape for the head and body, some nice round ears, tiny little feet and a tail. Next up, a bird. It started off basically as a lemon shape with a pointed end for the beak, a flat tail and a few indent lines for the wings. Then came the badger. This one was a sort of longer teardrop with the top bent over for the head, plus arms, feet, ears and a tail. It did end up looking a little bit rounder than I'd planned. Clearly he has just found the jackpot of earthworms. For the bunny, I went with the marshmallow approach. A big marshmallow body with smaller marshmallow-like features. The frog started as a kind of walnut shape with long folded back legs. This was the only one that I actually sculpted eyes for, since they are such a strong feature on a frog. The owl followed the marshmallow theme, but with a sort of rounded indent for the face, a tiny beak, little feet, and again some wing lines. The squirrel was much like the mouse to make, but of course with a big bushy tail and some smaller ears. By the time I got to the fox, the shed was so hot with the fan going, it was basically a fan-assisted oven. So this fox had to make do with, let's say, implied limbs. The pine marten came next, similar to the badger, but far slimmer and with a somewhat bushy tail. And finally, the hedgehog, another teardrop shape with tiny ears and feet, and of course lots of texture for those spines. I left these little critters to dry overnight, and in the morning I added some string so they could hang up and dry evenly all the way around. While they were drying, I decided to make some name tags and descriptions for each one. Since these will be hidden outdoors, I decided to use shrink plastic for durability. I created a template on my tablet so I could trace the same design for every tag. If you ever plan on hiding art for the public to find, it's always worth making a clear tag so people know that it's there intentionally. And of course, always seek permission first. Voila! 10 tiny, sturdy name tags ready to go. Once the clay keychains were fully dry, I sealed them with some matte Mod Podge. I'm hoping that this will help the acrylic paint stick, since the AirDryClay naturally has a slightly powdery surface. I'm also hoping this will help with their durability, although I didn't catch it on camera, a few bits did drop off. But luckily Mod Podge doubles up as glue. Then it was time to paint. So let's make that a musical time lapse. So these are all painted. I thought I'd best order some of this Mod Podge because this one is dishwasher safe, machine washable and indoor/outdoors sealer and finish. Whereas this one, I actually did some research online and this one apparently isn't outdoor proof. So let's get glazing. Oh no, it's smudge. I've not used this glaze before, so I don't know if I'm putting this on too thickly or too thinly. Nearly. Now the chunky badger. Seems to be smudging the Posca pen a bit actually, and it has had a while to dry. I don't know why that's happening. No. I think it's okay if you don't put too much on and you don't press down too hard. Okay, this is the moment of truth because this one I think is the one that's going to really smudge if I'm not careful. Oh, smudging. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, so that is all of the animals glazed. I'm going to leave them to dry and see what we've got in the morning. Okay, so here are all of the little critters, all nice and dry now. So here are all of their keychains. The bunny one is randomly way bigger. That's the story for another day. So while I'm attaching these, I thought I would tell you their name and a few facts about the animal. So let's start off with Pipkin the dormouse. Dormice actually, I'm really good at multitasking. Dormice can actually hibernate for up to 6 months. Unfortunately, their numbers have plummeted more than 50% since the year 2000 due to declining hedgerows and connected woodland. That's Pipkin ready to go. Next up, Blossom the bluetit. These birds are in fact tiny little acrobats. And I've seen that myself as we had some nesting in the bird box in the garden. They can even hang upside down to catch caterpillars or sip nectar. There you go, Blossom. Humbug the badger. Badgers are in fact Britain's largest carnivore and live in complex underground homes called setts. And they do really love to eat earthworms. Barbara the bunny, the one with the massive tag. Rabbits actually have almost 360-degree vision. Baby rabbits are actually called kittens or kits, and rabbits can have over 100 kits a year. But even so, rabbit populations have dropped by 40% since 1995. Croakley the frog. Frogs can actually absorb water through their skin and can jump over 20 times their body length. Garden ponds are absolutely vital for frogs. So every little source of water that you can pop in your garden will help frogs like Croakley. Flitwick the barn owl. Barn owls have super soft feathers that help them fly almost silently. A female barn owl is actually called a hen. They really need barn conversions and hedgerows to be preserved to survive. Tea-biscuit the red squirrel. They can actually communicate with each other using tiny tail flicks and squeaks to warn each other of danger. They are now rare across most of the UK due to the spread of the grey squirrel. Grey squirrels were actually introduced to the UK in the 1870s as fashionable additions to estates. Autumn the fox. Foxes use 28 different types of calls, including one that sounds like a scream. It can be pretty spooky to hear in the middle of the night, and they often cache snacks like dogs bury bones. Tibbin the pine martin. Pine martins are cat-sized tree acrobats who use their long bushy tails for balance while they leap through the forest. Once nearly extinct in England, pine martins are slowly returning thanks to reintroduction efforts. Yeah, so that's the wrong tag, and I'm going to remain blissfully unaware until it's too late. You'll see what I mean later. Carry on. Nettle the hedgehog. Hedgehogs can actually travel over a mile a night. Fences without gaps for hedgehogs to scurry through, and tidy gardens make it hard for them to survive. So let your garden get a little bit messy and you can use the excuse, it's for the hedgehogs. Okay, so these are all ready to hide in their new home in the wild. It is the weekend, so I'm going to visit Brankley Pastures with Elliot and the kids. I've never actually been there before, so it's going to be a new adventure for us as well. Let's go. So we have just realised that the pine marten has the squirrel's tag on it, which means the squirrel's tag is wrong. How many other tags are wrong? We're going to go back to the squirrel. Hopefully it's just the squirrel. Let's go and sort it. The kids are running ahead to get it. I shouldn't multitask. So someone has already actually picked up the squirrel by the looks of it. So they've got the wrong tag on the squirrel. It might say that it's a pine marten. Uh-oh. And the pine marten says that it's a squirrel. Epic fail. Never mind. Right, we just need to hide these last two then.
Fox and...
I'll hang the pine marten here, so if they come back, they can maybe find it and switch the tags around. You are not a red squirrel. So that's all 10 keychains hidden here at Brankley Pastures. If you're nearby, why not come for a walk and see if you can spot one, take it home as a keepsake or re-hide it further along the trail for others to find. If you'd like to support the amazing work that Staffordshire Wildlife Trust does to protect places like this, helping all of those adorable critters, you can donate to our JustGiving Fundraiser. Every milestone unlocks another fun forfeit for the Draw Stuff Outside series. And don't forget that this prompt book also helps the cause, as 10% of profits goes to Staffordshire Wildlife Trust as well. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like, share or subscribe. Thank you for watching, my lovelies, and I shall see you next week. Bye!